We are the Redhill Valleys, and this is Country Guy North.
Do it again.
Are we singing together? Or we want to all say it together?
I just mouthed it.
No, you gotta say it. That's why there's no energy.
We are the Redhill Valleys, and this is Country Guy North.
That was better. That was better.
Lay down, crying.
You guys' album came out in April 2016, yet there seems to be a big momentum for you guys now. How do you explain that?
I think we had a lot of growth over the last year. A big part of that was actually Matt joining the band and us becoming a four-piece, because originally Tim was on drums and we were a three-piece band. So I think that has helped us kind of decide what path we want to go on, what type of music we want to play. It's definitely helped our live show a lot too, because we were able to have a little bit more energy and compete with some of the louder sounding bands out there too.
Been waiting on your mama's front porch until she tells you that you've gone away. Wanna see you again.
Your album feels, it's your first album, but it feels like a fifth, like seventh. It feels mature. It feels really well, like put together. It like, how did you guys, like, how was the creation of that album?
I think that's common with debut albums, is that you kind of had a lot of time to put all those songs together. So we were fortunate to kind of have a lot of the songs written before. Danielle and I wrote some songs together. I mean, a year before the band actually formed, and then we got together, we started collaborating. So I think that has something to do with it.
And just, we'd all been in bands, you know, all our lives. So it was the first record for this band, but we'd all done, you know, recording stuff. Danielle had an album before that I played on, so we have sort of that history, and we've all made a lot of music. So it's our debut album, but you know, individually it's our like 49th album.
You're not newbies in any way.
I've been dreaming, I've been finding dreams always there to stay. We're better off that way. But we've been here before, either or outdoors.
Either Or is a beautiful, emotional song. Perry Sound for me is like almost a religious, like soothing experience. What do you try to do when you put out music?
We tried to just make all of our mistakes as hidden as possible. No, I don't know. We just tried to we want our songs to come across honestly and truthfully, because I think that's sort of missing in a lot of contemporary music, is just a genuine, you know, like no motive behind it. We're not trying to do anything other than, you know, express ourselves. We're not trying to do this or trying to sound like that. We're just sort of being us. So that's sort of, I guess that's a goal. I mean, what more can you do than just do your best and be yourself, really? And that's sort of what we try to do.
I'm wasting my money. I pay my dues, but I'm still owing honey. I lost the way, and the road back home is muddy. I'm feeling like a still on Satan's trail. I'm ready to
When in the music industry, in that genre of music again, is being Canadian a pro or a con, and how so?
We've been asked this question before.
I'm sorry.
And
That doesn't mean it's a bad thing.
it does no. I don't think that being Canadian is a con, but it's definitely just trying to reach all markets, like not just a Canadian market maybe, but just trying to be ourselves, like Tim said, and if people like it wherever they live, and that's like the nice thing about, like Spotify, the internet, like everything is shared so easily by somebody, and like we've shipped a CD to Japan. So, I mean, it's so easy. We're a lot easier to connect with people all around the world. So I don't know if it matters your location, but yeah.
All the things you never did. Thinking back when we were kids, the memories they had so good, and I'd go back there if I could.
When you're part of a band and one that blends so beautifully, like your harmonies and everything is just perfect, is it important to keep a notion of self, and how do you do that?
I think we're okay in that, where we're all so different and have very strong personalities. So I hope, and at least I think, that we all kind of shine individually.
Yeah, I think we all try to bring our own influences in some way, whether it's like a lyric or a vocal or a musical, thing that they're writing or we're writing. And I think that's what makes the sound of the band, is everyone's individual, individual likes and dislikes, and that comes together and makes what this band sounds like. I think that's what it is. I think that's what makes the sound of this band.
I think part of it is we
Likes to clarify everything.
no, that's not true.
No, it's
Okay,
a good thing.
one of my individual dislikes is that comment. We all write, sort of our, roughly speaking, our own songs for like ourselves to sing, and then we bring it to the table and the band collaborates on it. But I think an important thing that we've all sort of established is when we all work on writing a song that's sort of pre-exists, we don't try to fundamentally change what's already there. You add to it and you sort of try to improve it, but you don't, like, if Chelsea writes a song, it's going to have a Chelsea sound. We don't try to like manipulate it into something that it's not meant to be. Same with one of Danielle's song, and unfortunately same with my songs. So we just do what we can without deteriorating the initial vibe or thought of the song. Just more expanding on it.
Yeah, I think now there's 4 of us instead of 3. So I think that having that extra, that was stupid. Why did I say?
You saved the group. That's what you're saying, right? You saved the group.
I am the band. Just put that. No, absolutely not. No, I just think now the writing has changed a little bit. We're like I said, we have another person, and now there's more thoughts, and I don't know why I'm talking.
Show me boots.
Look at my boots, though, guys.
There you go. Stop talking. Show the boots.
Put them up this way.
Guys, thank you so much. I can't wait to see what you guys are going to come up with in the years to come, but you guys are just going up, I can tell.
Thanks very much.
I know shit, right?
Thanks very much.